Good morning, dear students. Once again, hearty welcome to our English literature class. This class is especially meant for class 9 students. And today we are going to learn the drama Merchant of Venice, Act 1, Scene 1, Part 2. Please remember in our last class we have taught you until page number 24 half. You remember that. Now from there we are going to resume our class, and in this particular class I will be teaching you from page number 24 middle to page number 26. That is the thing almost 20-25 minutes it will take. And in this particular scene and this part, characters present here are our Antonio, Bassanio, Lorenzo, and Graciano. Graciano is also called as Gratiano, but correct pronunciation is Graciano. Please remember that. So, let me recapitalize what we have learned in our previous class. Dear students, you may remember uh, our Salarino and Salanio, both friends of Antonio Gabriel, making an inquiry about the melancholy of Antonio, and he told Antonio told, dear friend, I do not know what is the cause of my melancholy, how it came to me, and what is the source of it, how it originated, all those things I do not know. As it varies you, it varies me as well. And such a situation makes me an absent-minded person. Antonio told. Then Salarino and Salanio told various reasons for his melancholic feeling, which was rejected altogether. Then finally, our our Salarino told, yes, then in this case you may be in love. Then when this is also rejected, then Antonio, so Salarino told, the nature has made you like this way. And taking the historical example of Janus, a god of dogs in Roman mythology, having two faces, one looking outside, one looking inside, and one happy face and another on sad face. Finally, our Salerno says to Antonio that there is nothing wrong with this. Definitely, nature has created you like that way. And as they were having this discussion, our characters, Bassanio, Lorenzo, and Bresciano, came to visit our Antonio. You must remember that Bassanio is the bosom friend of our Antonio, and of course, Graciano is the intimate friend of Bassanio, and Lorenzo is also the intimate friend of our Graciano. So that is the way it is connected. So let us begin the class telling that Antonio, test number 65 onwards, and reading that is found from page number 65. Antonio, your word is very dear in my regard. Your presence is as important to me as Bassanio or anybody else. It takes your own business calls on you. Yes, definitely you have business, your own business, your own work to do. So, and you take it as an opportunity, this as an opportunity to leave me. Very good, no problem for me. In that case, at that moment, enter Bassanio, Lorenzo, and Graciano. These three friends come to visit our Antonio. Then moving from there, Salarino. Good morrow, good Lord. Good morrow. Good morrow means in Shakespearean language it is good morning. Last time when you meet your teachers, of course at least to me or Jennifer and so definitely we can say, sir, good morning. Good morning means good morning. Yes. Bassanio. Good seniors boss. Good morning to you boss. When shall we laugh? Say when. Dear friends, say when shall we come together for an enjoyment, for a celebration, for a laughter, for a laughing? We are, you grow exceeding strange. Must it be so? Dear friends, these days you are not regularly coming to meet me, meet together. You are almost becoming a stranger in my life, in our life. Thus, it should not be like that. So please tell when you will come together again for a laughter, for making some kind of fun. Then our um, Salario is saying, we will make our leisure to attend on yours. Yes, we will make use of our leisure. So leisure means what? Free time, like recess time, enjoyment, fun time. We will make use of our leisure time to meet you or attend on yours. Then excuse Salarino and Salanio. After saying that, we will make use of our free time to visit you. Then both Salarino and Salarino, they leave the place. Then Lorenzo comes. Here. Lorenzo opens the dialogue telling that, my Lord Bassanio, since you have found Antonio, we too will leave you. But at dinner time, I pray you, have in mind where we must meet. Now Lorenzo is saying that, Lorenzo is saying to our Bassanio, Bassanio, as you have met your intimate friend Antonio, we two, we two here means both Lorenzo and Graciano. We too will leave, but at the same time keep in mind during the dinner time, night food time, I pray you have in mind where we must meet. Remember, please don't forget to tell during the supper time at what place where we will tell the location where we will come together to meet again. So, my Lord Bassanio, since you have found Antonio, we too will leave you. But at dinner time is evening food time, I pray you have in mind where we must meet, where we should come together. Bassanio, I will not fail you. I will not fail you. Definitely, I will let you know where, where and when we will meet again. We will come together to meet again. Now, our Graciano said, you look not well, Senior Antonio, Senior Antonio. Senior is the word originated from French language, which means gentleman. You gentleman, you are not looking so energetic. You look almost some kind of British person like. So you look not well, Senior Antonio. You have too much respect upon the world. You are too much worried about the world. That may be the reason why you are not so looking so happy. Of course, if a person, if we look at the person's face, definitely we can understand whether that person is undergoing some kind of serious tension, worries, anxiety. Look, simply looking at that face, you will understand. Maybe, of course, our Antonio is in this melancholic mood, and looking at the face, our Graciano is telling that, you gentleman, you don't look so happy. You look almost like a sick person. Maybe you are worried too much about the world. They lose it that do buy it with much care. Believe me, you are marvelously changed. Let me explain the meaning once again to you. Those who spend too much time worrying about the worldly matters are never really happy. Yes, we have enough things to worry about ourselves in the present situation of our life. We are really worried about your education, your studies, your students. We are not. I personally am not feeling very happy, but helpless situation. So then worrying that can cause too much tension in our lives, and all together it can make us a dull person or unhappy person. So Deshan is saying that those who are too much worried about the world, they can never be happy in their life. Yes. Antonio, I hold the world but as the world. I consider the world. I hold the world but as the world. Yes, I consider the world as it is. Graciano, a stage where every man must play a part, and mine is a cameo. That this dialogue of Antonio tells how he considers this entire world. For him, and every person coming into this world on the face of the earth to live, he, he or she has his own role to play. And once we complete that role, we have to exit from this world. Thus, we come to the stage of this world. This world is a beautiful stage. Look at our stage here. When we have school programs, school functions, students perform various programs there. Some play dance, drama, song, and so many things. What they do after their play, they go by. They enter same way. This world is a stage, and in this stage we enter. How we enter? By our birth, we enter in this world. Then we slowly grow, and as we grow, we perform various roles. And once we complete our role, we have to depart from this world. That is the exit part of this world. So, for Antonio, what is the world? It is a stage, and each person has got a particular role to play. And what is Antonio's role here? To play the role of a melancholic person, to play the role of a sad person. So it's very important you have to pay attention here. I called the world but asked the world. I consider the world as it is. I think the world for what it is. Then a stage where every man must play a part, and mine is a sad one. So Antonio says that his role is to play the role of a sad person. Then what our Graciano says, let us listen that one. Let me play the fool. If you are going to play the role of a sad person, let me play the role of a foolish person or fool. What is the difference between a sad person and a foolish person or fool? Fool has got a license to do whatever he wants. Nobody is going to beat him, punish him, because we know he is a foolish person. He is a fool. See, when you may have seen so many fools walking in the street, talking, quarreling, fighting, and so on. And as you come to your school, if a fool mock at you or say some bad things to you, will you stop and give a slap to him, or will you get angry with him? No. Why? If you are going to beat or punish or abuse back again that fool, then definitely you too will become a fool. So you cannot. You just avoid and go, isn't it? Yes, that is what. Let me play the fool. So if Antonio is going to play the role of a sad person, then Graciano would like to play the role of a person who is a fool. Now, with mirth and laughter, let all wrinkles come on my face. This mirth means extreme happiness. Yes, extreme happiness and laughter. Let all wrinkles, foldings on the face you may have seen, especially you look at the face of your grandma, grandpa, and so on. The skin of their forehead may be just having some corresponding. So, laughter, wrinkles come. They are called wrinkles. Then mirth and laughter, happiness and fun. Let wrinkles appear on my face, and let my liver rather heat with wine than my heart cool with mortifying groans. And I will try to warm up my liver by the power of alcohol or wine, than always cooling down my feelings with mortifying groans, sorrowful feelings. I would like to warm up my liver, my heart, with wine, drinking wine, making fun, and so on, rather than thinking about the sorrowful, mortifying, sorrowful painful memories of life. Gone means feeling. Then he is again saying, why should a man whose blood is warm within sit like his grandeur cut in alabaster? Why should a man whose blood is warm within, a person whose blood is so warm in himself, he should sit like his grandeur. Grandeur means grandfather cut in alabaster, pure white stone. That is called alabaster stone, white marble stone, we can say. Gracian is asking to Antonio, why a person having so much energy? He sits like a statue, like his or her grandfather's statue, which is cut or made in alabaster stone. Alabaster stone is white, pure white marble stone. Sleep when he wakes. A person who is supposed to wake and doing his work, that time he is sleeping and creep into the jaundice by peevish, by being peevish. By being peevish means by being silly. Why a person adopts the character of a person who is suffering from jaundice? Now I would like to remember one. What is this jaundice? In Hindi we say philia, isn't it? And of course in English we say jaundice, philia. And Hindi philia, it has got some another meaning also. Once one of my friends was admitted in a hospital, and this friend was admitted in the hospital, and another friend of mine went to visit this person in the hospital. And after visiting, he came back and we asked my friend, we are having a gathering, we get together, and that time I asked, hey, what happened? How is my friend, our friend admitted in the hospital? Then he told, hey, doctor told two things. What are the two things? So he is suffering from philia and jaundice. Philia and jaundice. Of course, you have done philia in Hindi, that is the word for jaundice. All right. But one the same thing. All right. Same way, Graciano is asking our Antonio, why a person should, why Antonio should sit like a jaundice person, a person suffering from the sickness of jaundice. When he is supposed to be energetic, yes. Sit like it, yes. Sleep when he wakes and creep into the jaundice by being peevish. Peevish means very silly, yes. Then I tell thee what, Antonio, I love you. I say these things, Antonio, dear Antonio, I say to you these things because I love you so much. And it is my love that speaks. I have a same love for you. That love speaks for you. There are a sort of men whose visages do cream and mantle like a standing pond. There are some sort of men. Some sort of men means some kind of people. There are some kind of people whose visages means what? Our face, visages. Whose face do cream and mantle like a standing pond. You may have seen a standing pool or a pond where are water with stagnant water, where water is not flowing, inflow and outflow of water is not there, such type of thing. And what do you find on the top of such standing pool? It is covered with almost some kind of algae, isn't it? Or fungus. That greenish substance that you find on the top of the water, in a pool, in a pond, right? Yes. Or at home, when you boil the milk, what happens after boiling the milk? When you keep it for cooling, what happens? Ah, a layer of cream is formed on it, isn't it? Once we remove that cream, what happens? Pure milk is there. Yes. Such way, there are some type of people whose face do cream and mud, even like a standing pond. Yes. Creep, yes. Their mantle is, that is, stands still like the scum that forms on the surface of still water in a pool. It is there. Yes. Whose visages do cream and mantle like a standing. Some people, there are some people in the world whose face is always very serious or very dull looking and do a willful stillness and a silence with purpose to be dressed in an opinion of wisdom, gravity, profound concise. Purposefully, some people keep quiet, make an appearance of sadness. Why? It is to tell others or indicate others the purpose of this opinion to get the opinion that they are very smart, intelligent, gravity and profound concise, profound concise, whose faces are overcast with a set of pale expression as unchanging as the surface of a pool of standing water as the cream on the top of milk deliberately put on an air of solemnity. Such type of people keep all type of seriousness on their face. Yes, I am, yes. And who should say, I am Sir Oracle, and when I off my lips, let no dog bark. Such type of serious people, they always want others to listen them, and they will never allow any person to open their mouth in the form of a conversation. Let no dog bark. Oh Antonio, I do know of this that they are only reputed wise for saying nothing. Such type of people who purposely keep quiet and create a sad appearance on their face. These people purposely they do for what purpose? Only to get the cheap popularity or cheap reputation from others. Yes, only for that purpose. Nothing else. Only for that purpose they do. Yes. Then there are, yes, let me summarize it again what our great man is saying that I tell you, Antonio, that I love you. It is my love that makes me speak. There are men with faces covered as a stagnant pool is covered with slime and dirt. Such men remain silent to have the reputation for wisdom, seriousness, and deep thought. It is as if they said, I am the fountain of wisdom, and when I speak, let others keep quiet. Why do people purposely keep quiet? Because they want to tell others that they are the source of all sorts of wisdom, knowledge. And when such a person speaks, let others keep quiet. Oh dear Antonio, I know such an American thing. I know such type of people. They are known as wise as long as they are silent. They are known only because they keep quiet. I am sure if I, I am sure that if they spoke, those who heard them would curse their ears for the sin of calling their brothers fools. I shall speak more about this at some other time. Let us see what our Graciano is saying. Look at the text again, page number 26, text 100 onwards. For saying nothing when I am very sure if they should speak would almost damn those ears which hearing them would call their brothers fools. I yes, one here you have to understand one more thing. I am Sir Oracle. What is that? I speak with the authority of the Greek oracle, canon law or law, code of law, penal code. The oracle was believed to be the voice of the gods uttered through the mouth of twins. Yes, open. let bar, a proverbial phrase, let no sound be heard. That's nothing. We have a reputation for being wise only because they do not say anything. If they were to speak, their listeners would call them fools for saying this, they would be damned because the Bible says that whoever shall say to his brother, thou fool, shall be in danger of hell or hellfire. Saint Matthew chapter 5, verse 22. Then here, let me conclude that part again. Gratianus dialogue. I will tell thee of this another time. This type of things I will tell you later. But fish not. But you fish not. Don't try to get popularity, cheap reputation by using the bait of sadness or melancholy. But fish not with this melancholy bait, for this fool guardian, guardian is a small fish, these opinions, some good Lorenzo, fare ye well a while for a few minutes. Farewell to you. I will end my exhortation after dinner. Exhortation means what is that exhortation? It's a lengthy, long speech. Yes, of course, our Graciano was talking for a long time now, from starting from the test 81 to 205. It's a long, big dialogue. But the summary is very simple. Let me summarize it for you once again. What Graciano is trying to say, Graciano is saying that Antonio, don't play the role of a third person. If you are going to play the role of a third person, definitely I will play the role of a fool. Because fool has got the license to do anything and everything in this world. Nobody is going to question. Then he asked why an energetic person sits like a statue or have a person having jaundice sickness. Why he should sit like that? Then he's saying that there are some people in the world who purposely keep quiet or serious, purposely bring some kind of seriousness on their message, saying yes, to make others believe that they are very much intelligent, gravity, profound and science. Yes, to make others to think that they are the superheroes in intelligence. And they may speak like with oracle. I am Sir Oracle. Oracle means Greek, in the Greek oracle, that is the law, and with the word of God that was spoken by the priest. So there are some people who purposely keep quiet to get the popularity of others. Don't use this type of thing to get attention from others, the popularity or reputation from others. Then he says that I will end my exhortation later during the dinner time. Yes, dear students, this is what I'm going to wind up my class for the day. Hope you uh, read and understand the textbook. And I would like to give you the homework. Your homework is write down the summary of the class in your own words, 5 to 6 sentences. That is what you have to do. 5 to 6 sentences you may in your own sentence. You have listened to this class, now write the summary in your own words and try to understand the class. For the time being, once again, at every time I end my class with the advice, stay at home and learn at home. Please don't waste the time. This year the situation is like that. So hope you have understood the class. Thus, we have learned today Act 1, Scene 1, Part 2, pages from 24 to 26 until Gratiano's big dialogue, and the characters were Antonio, Bassanio, Lorenzo, and Gratiano. Hope you have understood the class. For any clarification, you can contact me on the school, and I will get back to you with the clarification. Thank you. God bless you.